All right, Amazon Prime Days has been huge this year with some of the best savings we've seen ever. All the deals we're showing are either the best deals we've ever seen on them or the best deals since Black Friday. These are fantastic deals. And today we got the best of the best. We got them all here for you in store. Plus we got links down below. There's a spreadsheet links to, has all the deals, everything we've talked about, not just today, but yesterday as well. Tons of stuff in there for you to find. But let's jump into it. I want to thank today's sponsors. That is BrooklynBedding.com. I love Brooklyn Bedding. I talked about them a ton on the channel. They make, at least as far as I'm concerned, the best beds I've slept on ever, probably. And I've had like all the top line beds. I've had the best air mattress beds. I've had the best foam beds. I had the best spring beds. And you know what? Somehow Brooklyn Bedding has them beat, probably because they make them right in Phoenix, Arizona. They offer a 120-night trial. They have free shipping, comes all compressed in a box. And right now they're doing 30% off site-wide. They also have, again, my favorite that me and the missus use at home, the Titan Plus, designed specifically, if I could talk, specifically for plus size, big and tall. If you hadn't noticed, I'm not the smallest of people, and this bed is really supportive, really comfortable. I love this mattress. I'm finally getting some decent sleep. And if you're looking to get some decent sleep, check them out. We got the link down below. It's going to take you to brooklynbedding.com/dentatools where you can get 30% off site-wide. All right, next up, we got to talk about EcoFlow. Oh my gosh, EcoFlow has been blowing stuff out. And you see the River 2, the River 2 Max, the River 2 Pro, the Delta 2. These are their hot items, plus the other Delta stuff. I got to say, the Delta 2 Max here is one of the best deals. Let me pull it up in a full screen here. So you're looking at this thing, $479, normally $1,000. It's got the Delta 2, which means the LifePo 4 LifePo 4 batteries. That's the better than the regular standard lithium ion batteries. They don't burst into flame. They can't really get damaged by hot and cold as easily as regular lithium ion. And the reason these are so cheap, because this, as far as I'm concerned, EcoFlow is the Cadillac of outdoor power equipment. The only reason these are so cheap is because, well, it's not a secret. I mean, I already showed that the new Delta Pro 3 is out. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that maybe the other Series 3, maybe the next gen is coming out. But if this has got what you need, I think jump all over it right now because these are fantastic prices. All right, next up, we talked about these, the Toolant Magnetic Nut Driver Set, the Toolant Spiral Flute Cobalt Step Bit Set, and then we've also got the Tap and Die Set, which I think is absolutely phenomenal. It's got the ratcheting handle on it, similar to the Gear Wrench one. It's 127 pieces. It's got a really nice case. It separates everything, lets you find what you're looking for when you need it. I absolutely love this set. Granted, they did send it to me, but for $149, $149, that's a ridiculous savings on this thing. And there's a 10% coupon on top of that. That's going to knock another $50 off of it. So you're talking what, $130, or yeah, was it $135 for a set like this? You're not going to find anything else like it. If you can, prove me wrong. I've been saying this each video. Prove me wrong. Put a comment down below to a model you think that has all of this and more for a better price. All right, we got the VDiag V2000 or 200 Pro Automotive Power Tool Circuit Probe Tester, Breaker Finder. Basically, this is the one that lets you find and kill all those electrical gremlins. You know what I'm talking about. If you worked on cars, especially if you worked on Fords, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Trying to find those electrical gremlins is a real pain, and this is the kind of tool you need to track them down. It's normally $103, on sale right now for $79.99. And in the links down there, I've got a 10% off code that's going to knock another $8 off of that. This is a must-have for anybody who works on cars. All right, next up, we got to talk about, man, I've been going off on these car fridges for eons. This is one of these things that I swear, a lot of people, they're like, I don't know if I need one. I can just buy a bag of ice. Once you get one, you don't go back. I get emails all the time. I get the lifting carts, stuff like this, the screwdrivers. There are all these tools that people are like, well, I don't know. And they finally do it. And they're like, oh my gosh, Bear, you were right. Why did I ever doubt you? You got to get yourself a car fridge. If you don't trust me, I mean, these are a sponsor of the channel. You don't trust me? Fine. Buy someone else's then. But right now, they've got this. This is a 30 quart. This is a big a big one. Here, in fact, you know what? I hate doing this because it's so big. I'm going to pick it up. I got it sitting here right next to me. I'm going to pick it up and show it to you on camera so you can see how big this sucker is. If I can do this and operate my camera at the same time. It's big. It's 30 quarts. It goes down to -4. All right, you can use it as a freezer. You can use it as a cooler. You can put the children in there when they're out of hand. You can do all of that. Anyway, set it down without breaking it. Okay, so the point is, I use them for car trips. I do a lot of car trips. I can put all my food in there. And I like to stay at motels because it's easy to get in, easy to get out the next day. I hate going to hotels and having to go find my room and all that. I don't want to deal with anybody else. I want to park in front of my room. I'm getting old and grumpy, aren't I? And I can just take this in with me. It has all my food in it and everything else, and I don't have to deal with anything else. We use it when we go fishing up in the mountains. We use it when we just did a barbecue in the park for my son's 18th birthday, and we had 2 of these, and this thing was just chock full of stuff, kept it perfect, rock solid temperature. Right now, and here's why I'm going off on this. Normally $240. On sale right now for $164. And there's a coupon code that's going to knock, I think it's an extra 10%. Oh no, I take it back. It's an extra 15% off it's going to do. That's an insane deal on this. You're not going to find another car fridge like this. That's under $140. Where are you going to find a car fridge like this for under $140? That's ridiculous. Also, I wouldn't cross my fingers and I don't know if I'd get past on this deal, but if you go to my community page on the channel, there's a post that has a link to what a stupid name. Anyway, it takes you to their YouTube page, and they have a post or comment over there if you like it, and they're going to pick 2 people to win a free one, so it's a giveaway. All right, let's keep going here. We've got the Topdon OBD2 scanner. This is the Bluetooth one. It's bi-directional Bluetooth. This is for $54, but it's not $54 because, of course, you know how we do it here. I got a 5% coupon code on top of that, all right? That's going to knock another, was it $250, something like that off of it? I don't know. I'm not good at math. Anyway, this is a bi-directional, if you guys don't understand. Regular one is the car tells you this is where it hurts. You're like, okay. You go to the doctor, you can say this is where it hurts. Well, he goes, well, okay, well, move this, move that, jump like this. Yeah, that's the bi-directional back and forth that lets you do real diagnostics. Okay. Now, granted, there is a subscription if you want to use all those high-end bi-directional features. It's not that much. The first year is free, but you got to understand, once you get to that level of trying to do it, they got to keep up with stuff. They got to keep updates because the manufacturer's always changing everything. So they got to do that. And we're going to talk about some other stuff here also. So let's see here. Let's get back to it. We got the Topdon jump starter, the JS2000. This is your good average all around. It says up to 8-liter gas, 6-liter diesel. It might do that. I do think they're a bit optimistic on these things. But for $80, I think for the average car or truck kind of stuff, like for a F-150, that kind of thing, I think it can handle it. I don't think it'll have a problem with that. What I carry in all of my vehicles. Now, I drive, my personal vehicle is a Ram 3500 with the Cummins engine in it, 2014. So that's a big one. This is the jump starter I keep in there. Let me pull it up so you can see the jump starter. This is the jump starter I keep in there. My wife's car has a 2009 Ford Expedition XL. We keep this jump starter in there, and then we also have a 99 Suburban, and we keep this jump starter in there. Why? Because overkill is underrated. Also, they work great as battery banks. I use them all the time like that. And what I love about Topdon is they include the case, all of the accessories, everything all in one, keeps it all nice and tidy and together. Love Topdon. They're some of the best stuff out there you can get. This one's right now on sale, 20% off, down to $136. Then we've got, this is a new one from them. It's a jump starter, a 2200 amp hour jump starter. And then when you connect it to the app, it's also a battery tester. So it can actually tell you what is wrong with your battery and why it's not feeling good today. That's a pretty cool option there. For one was at 15% off, down to $127.49. All right, then we've got the multimeter here from Tesman. This is one that I have them all over the place. They're super cheap. You keep around. Now, granted, they did send me these, but you know what? What I love is they have an auto function on it. So if I'm testing a battery or continuity or resistance or something, I just tap it on there and boom, it knows exactly what I'm trying to figure out. And it's currently on sale for $14.44 plus a 10% off coupon. Again, am I going to use this on 220? No. But for basic, battery stuff, line stuff, that kind of things, for $14.40 minus $1.40, that's a pretty good deal right there. All right, the Aper, we talked about the Aper. We just did a video on it. We got the Aper S1 and the S1 Pro, and $525 on the basic one. We got $880 on the Pro. Now here's the deal: if you got a small pool, this is the one you want. Small to medium, this. Medium to big, this. If it takes a lot of cleaning, get this one. If it's light cleaning, get this one. Now get this, Aper just gave me a discount code on top of the savings. So we're going to get 5% off on this one and 10% off of the less expensive one. That's insane. All right. The Tank C one, if you're looking for a budget option, this one's $400. We haven't had a chance to test it yet, but I did want to include it. We got a video coming up hopefully next week. Then we've got the really super budget jump starter here. This is from AC Mount. This is their 2,000 amp. I'll be honest. This, if you hold the top down in one hand, you hold this in the other hand, you're like, wow, this one feels cheap. You know why? Because it is. Not everyone can afford, $100, $130 jump starter, and that's just not in their budget. This is $38, all right? And again, it can be used as a battery bank. I have used it as a battery bank. Great for charging my cell phone when I'm out and about and I can't get it plugged into a regular charger. It's a budget option. Maybe you just drive a little Honda Civic. You don't need that much. Maybe you're on a tight budget. Maybe you're on a fixed income. Then, brother, this is, it's better than a sharp stick in the eye, as we used to say. And now, if you do have a budget, they do have something that's a little bit better. And I wish more companies would do this because I think it's a great option. I have jump starters on my cars. I also have these little air pumps. I can never remember which side. They're really so. I have these little air pumps in all of my cars. And this lets me, fill up my tires and stuff, and at least give me enough air, if not all the air, at least gives me enough air to get to, like, say, the next gas station or something. That gas stations still have air, some of them, right? Anyway, we have this. This is the jump starter 3,000 amp with air compressor. So air compressor built in and jump starter all in one. It's on sale for $60. Now, 3,000 amp, downhill in a hurricane, as Joe Isuzu might say. But will it jumpstart your average mid-size car, light truck? I feel that it would. And I got to say, having that all in one is a really nice feature there. For $60, that is, it's just kind of a no-brainer, really. All right, let's keep going here. Next up, we've got the X-Tool D7 bidirectional shop scanner. This is the go-to. If you want to be serious in your home shop, or if you just are getting started as a pro, maybe you've got a mobile service, this is a great one to have. $325 on that. This is normally $419. But I'm not done yet. I got a coupon code because X-Tool are the best. They've given me, I think it's is it a 10? Oh, let me see, where is extra? 10% off code. So that's going to knock another $32.50. That makes this sub $300. All right, you're not getting a current bidirectional full tablet based on Android 10, I think. Based on Android. 3 years of updates with this. Now, currently in my truck, I run this is the D7. Not my truck, but in my shop, I run the D7S. And the reason I do that is because they sent it to me for free. If I was spending my own money, and they have it for sale right now, the D7 is on sale. It's right up here, and it's $367. Am I going to spend another $67? No, I would not spend the extra money. I would get sub $300. Get this. If you're going to be serious, does the average homeowner need it? You don't need it, but if you want to be serious about automotive stuff, you need bidirectional. That's just all there is to it. All right, next up, we got to talk about Dobson. Dobson I often recommend as the best bang for the buck budget model, all right? Because I'll be completely straightforward to you. I would rate Dobson here, Anchor Solix here, and EcoFlow up here. That's how I'd call it, 1, 2, 3. But Dobson's really expanding what you can get from them. Let's take a look at these. So we've got the Dobson. This is the 1000 Pro. It's 1024 watt hours, 2000 watt peak on it. It's got the LiFePO4 batteries, and it's $595. But then they also have the DBS 2300. It's $968. You're looking at was it the max is 8,330 watt hours. That's if you expand it, guys. They have expansion batteries you can plug into it. It doesn't come like that. So that's a bit of an overstatement. But this base unit has 2,330 watt hours, which is quite a bit. I would say about 330 more than the average. And at 968, those units, they used to be $2,000 for the average, name brand unit at that size. They came down to around $1,500. This is at 968. That's still a good deal. Now, this one was supposed to go on sale, but I guess it never happened. Let me refresh the page. No. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It just happened. Oh, my gosh. I've been talking about this all day yesterday. Kept waiting for the sale to happen. It just hit. We got the Dobson DBS 3500. This is a big boy. Wheeled unit. It's got the handle in the back. This is a lot of power. 3,430 watt hours. Pure sine wave. Semi-solid state LiFePO4 batteries coming in at $2,770 with an $800 off coupon. That makes this sub $2,000 for just an absolute brick of a power station. Is it the best top of the line out there? No, it's not. This is, you remember when they used to have, what was it? Ford Lincoln Mercury, all right? And Ford was the bottom, Lincoln was the top, and Mercury was kind of that middle road. That's kind of the way I still look at Dobson, Anchor, and EcoFlow. But that said, if you're just looking for the juice, if you're looking for how much do I spend versus how much power I get in a system like this, that's a lot for that price. All right, $800 off is an insane amount. And at this point, you're looking at true household emergency power situations. Plus, it's expandable. You can connect multiple units together. Anyway, let's keep going. I could go off on power stations for the rest of the day. We got to talk about dash cams. I just did a video on this one. $300, I think, for what you get. It's a 3-channel 4K front, 1080 interior, 1080 rear with Wi-Fi, with the Sony Starvis 2 chip. All of that for $300. I think it's a solid camera, but some people are like, it's not in my budget. Then here's the mid-tier option. This is still getting you the Starvis 2 chip. It's getting you 2.7K front and rear. 2.7K front and rear. That's insane. Hold on, I'm just double checking here. Built-in GPS, voice control, 24-hour parking mode, supports up to a 512 gig card. I like it because it's nice and it's unobtrusive, unlike the other one, which is kind of big. And it's coming in at $154. And if you're on a budget, then we got the budget version. This is just 1080. It's got the GPS speed, the free app, 24-hour parking mode. It's still voice controlled, although I don't know what you're going to do with that. It's coming in at $71.97. All right, here's the difference with these. The first one's going to give you front, inside the car, and rear. Inside the car is useful if A, you're an Uber driver, B, you work professionally and you have to have proof of what you were doing in the vehicle, or C, you're like a family person and you want to have videos of you and the kids and your trips and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of fun to have. If you want to see some real fun, go check out my video on it, because in the daytime when I show the interior, it's me and Duncan in the front and Griffin in the back seat. And at nighttime, Griffin he couldn't go, so we took the dog. And the transition, you got to see the transition from day to night. It's hilarious. Lycanthropy in full effect. Anyway, but here's what you're going to get. With the high-end one, you're going to be like, I was wronged and that guy did it, and we know his face and his plate. With this one here, you're going to be like, it wasn't me that did the bad thing. That's what you can prove. It's like someone else did it. It's that blurry guy over there with the blurry license plate. We don't know who it was, but it wasn't me. And that's what's going to save your butt. And at $71, $72 on sale, at least you have that. So it's different levels of protection depending on what you think you need or what you can afford. All right, we talked about EBL. We've got the 8-bay fast battery charger here. This does AA and AAA. I think I've got one around here. It's this thing here. All right. It's got 8 bays. It even has, whoops, on this side, some USB charging as well. Takes your regular figure 8 kind of plug it comes with. And it's decent. It's not, is it as cool as the Olight one, that the robot where you charge it and dump it in, no, it's not, but it's $16. All right. Not everyone wants the cool robot, the noisy robot that kind of scares me all the time. We've got it at home, and when they drop out of the charger, they go clank and they go down through the little maze thing, and it always startles me. One of these days, I'll calm down and get off the caffeine. Probably not. EBL double A batteries, 8 count here. 2800 milliamp hour nickel metal hydride, coming in for $13.59, and then the AAA with 1100 milliamp hour coming in at $8. Nice, decent batteries. This thing, oh my gosh, I just got sent this. I've been playing around with it. I'm totally geeking out over it. So it comes in a great case. I'm kind of a case fanboy. This is nice. It even feels like leather. It can't be leather. No, it's not leather. It smells like nasty plastic. Anyway, don't sniff the case, kids. Anyway, you get a bunch of these expanded. They're all over my desk. I'm trying to round them all up. Here we go. Okay. So you get these 4 parts, and one of them is like the brain box here, okay? And you press and hold, and this thing will eventually turn on there. Come on, there we go. So this is your little brain box. It's got the battery and everything else. And then you have these little modules. There we go. And it has a magnet and clips, and that's backwards. It won't go. Going this way, and just snaps together that easy. Now this has got the little roller on it. It's got a little laser in it to guide. There's a little laser light right there so you can see what's going on. So I can take this and I can do like a little roll measuring, like tape measure kind of stuff. Then I can pop this off, take this one off, and I can put it onto this one. And this is a straight laser. We got laser on that side, laser on this side. It even has a bubble guide on it. But maybe I don't want that. Maybe I want the full manual control. And it's got a little joystick right here, and I haven't even figured out what all this one does, but it's super cool. As I said, I'm geeking out on this. We got to figure this whole thing out. It's got a little trigger on the back. My guess is you can zap things, and oh yeah, and it tells you exactly what you just measured. Anyway, is this for everyone? At $306, no. At $230, however, it is still not for everyone. But if you're somebody who has to measure a lot, especially if it's your job, doing estimates, that kind of stuff, or maybe you just like to be serious about taking measurements and documenting what you did and all that kind of stuff, in which case, this is pretty cool. It's the M-Cube 4-piece modular laser measuring tool set. It's on sale right now. We're going to do a full video on this later, but it is pretty cool. All right, let's talk about some fun stuff here real quick, then we'll come back to tools. Headphones. Okay, we got 3 options here. We got the Beats by Dre, what all the kids say are the coolest headphones in the entire world. Lossless audio, which is nice. 40 hours of battery life, coming in at $169.95. Then we've got the Bose. They're the ones who kind of started the craze when it comes to wireless noise-canceling headphones. They're now $200 and down from $350. And then you've got my favorite, the Sonys. The Sony coming in here, overhead here, headphones with mic, includes She Who Shall Not Be Named control, noise canceling, $198. I'm sorry, I just like the Sonys. They're super comfortable. I have a pair from Soundcore right now that they sent me. I used to have the Sonys. They got lost and or stolen. I don't know which. The only reason I haven't bought them is because I'm cheap and I have a set that works good enough. The MSI Katana, this is what I'm saying is probably the best. If you're looking for a budget gaming laptop, a powerful workstation, semi-powerful workstation laptop, or if you're trying to be a content creator and you just need a laptop that's going to do it all and be portable and stuff, this thing's got, let me look at the specs. It's got a Ryzen 7. I'm a big fan of AMD. I think you get a lot of bang for the buck with AMD. Ryzen 7, NVIDIA RTX 4060, 32 gigs of DDR5. That's important, all right? I run 64 on my workstation, and a lot of people think I'm insane, but I have everything open at once. Real quick, here's the way to look at a computer, all right? So think of your desk. If your RAM is 16 gigs, you get a little tiny desk. That's how big your workspace is. If you've got 64, you've got a dining room table. You can spread stuff out. You can put spreadsheets over here, an open book reference over there. You can be working on all this stuff at once. But at the end of the day, you turn it off. Well, you got to clean the top of your desk and put everything on your hard drive, aka your cabinets underneath. Those are your hard drives. And the bigger the hard drive, the bigger the storage you have. Just a great way to look at that and understand why it's important. Because the more memory you have, the more stuff you can have open, spread out in front of you. I can go back and forth with this, and this. And literally it is. I have a 42-inch monitor here. I have a teleprompter monitor here. It's like a 12-inch. And then I've got a 21-inch over here. So I go back and forth between all of them. When I was working, doing that kind of stuff, I would have 3 21-inch monitors all the way across. And at one point, I had 3 21s across and a 21 stacked over a double stack in the center. Yeah, I like having a lot of stuff open at once and being able to work around things. All right. Anyway, I think this is a great option. MSI's really come a long way. Probably the best bang for buck and performance out there. And Amazon Fire Stick TV controller right now, it's on sale 50% off down to $25. The Toshiba. Are there better TVs out there? Yes, there are. But look at this, brother. This is a 75-inch UHD with 4K with She Who Shall Not Be Named remote built in, as well as Fire TV. So it's got all of that in your living room ready to go for $450. That's a lot of TV for $450. This TV 10 years ago was a couple grand. All right. Is it a video files TV? No. And if that's you, then there are some expensive options. Actually, it's kind of nice this Prime Day. Some of the higher end stuff is on sale even. But at $450, that's the most TV you're going to get for that price. That's cheaper than the Fire TV. Amazon's selling a Fire TV 75-inch, and it's like $700 or $800. This is $450. Is Toshiba what they used to be? No, but it's still decent, all right? Let's see here. We got iPads here. The Apple iPad 10th gen with the Retina display, the whole 9 yards. It's coming in 10% off down to $449. I rock this one over here, the 9th gen with the 10.2-inch screen. It's on sale right now for $250. That's the one up here. The link in the spreadsheet will take you to this page. If you want the 10th gen, just go up there and click on it. That's how you get to it. Then eventually, there it goes. It takes you there. $249. My wife has one. I think everyone in my family actually has one of these at this point. Are they the best thing ever? No. Are they good enough for sitting on the couch and perusing stuff? Yeah, they're just fine for that. All right, Keurig coffee maker, single serve K-cup, coming in at $50. If you guys know what a Keurig is, right? Let you use the little pods and stuff. Pro tip: they sell an insert that lets you put your own coffee in and run it through a Keurig. Highly recommend that. I mean, their coffee is decent stuff, but I roast my own coffee. So when and I do something terrible. I roast it myself, get it perfect, grind it. I even have my new grinder sitting here right next to me. It's the new what is? I haven't had a chance to sign it. It's the Cryptium. It has the ceramic cone-shaped grinders and such. So looking forward to trying this. However, I do something terrible. After I do all that, I pour it over ice. I know. You guys hate me for it. I'm okay with that. I like iced coffee. All right, Ray-Bans. Okay, from the classic aviators. I love these glasses. I wore Ray-Bans for years and years and years. And then I moved to Vegas, and the Ray-Bans were not, I couldn't get them dark enough to protect my eyes from the Vegas sun. And my son turned me on to Heat Wave. And I was a huge fan of Heat Wave, and I still keep Heat Waves in our RV down there. But up north, I don't need them again. They're just too dark for me up here. Although they're nice because they're safety glasses. I can use them when we go to the range down there all the time. Great range just outside, a couple of great ranges just outside of Vegas. Anyway, what I will say is this. The Ray-Bans here, they're nice. They're fantastic. Why don't I wear them? Well, I switched to Maui Jims. And I can't see my monitor because of the polarization. Anyway, I love my Maui Jims. There we go. There's the look. Anyway, they're not on sale, but I love them because they're like super flexible. They're almost impossible to break. Somebody said, well, I don't like a lot of sunglasses because I have a big head. Brother, I got a huge head. Look at the size of my noggin. And these, look at that. And they're super light. I can't stand heavy sunglasses. They're not on sale, but I love Maui Jims, and that's just me proselytizing there. All right, next up, we've got I just bought this for my son for his birthday. He wanted a smartwatch. We're in the Apple spectrum, at least for mobile. And Apple Smartwatch SE. It is $169. I think I just paid $180 because his birthday was in the beginning of July, so I couldn't wait. The Series 9 is on sale also, but I think the SE is the best bang for the buck when it comes to the Apple Watches. I looked at all the stuff that's going on. I have a friend who works actually for Apple as an iWatch or Apple Watch support rep, and she's like, just get the SE. It's going to get you 99% of what you want for half the price. So this is the one I recommend. There's different bands you can get it with. I got him this one right here. This is the exact model that I got for Duncan here. And it is, let's see what the price on this one is. It's $169 also. So anyway, that I kind of liked this band. I tried it on. I actually liked it. I don't wear watches because I broke my wrist when I was 14, I think, and it screwed up my growth plate. You see that large lump right there? So if I put a watch on, it either sits like this or like this, and it doesn't feel comfortable. And I can't wear one on my right hand because I'm right hand dominant, and that's just weird for people who wear their watches on the same dominant hand. That's just odd. Okay, Callaway Golf Rangefinder 300 Pro Laser Rangefinder. Excellent for golf. Apparently can be used for other situations. I'm not going to say what those situations can be used for, but there might be elk involved. All right, and we got the Shark Matrix Plus 2-in-1 robot vac. Yes, I know Roomba created this genre, but a lot of people have come out, and you know what? And Shark is just famous for like, you know what? We can do that, and we can do it with more features for less money. This is a vacuum and robot mop, and it's got the storage dumping station. It just goes in, cleans itself, and then you just pull it out whenever. All of that, normally $700, 50% off. 50% off. Stop being a peasant and cleaning your own floors. I can't help myself. Anyway, it's $350. I don't even have one. My blind my blind mother-in-law has one, and she keeps losing it. It keeps wandering off into these weird places. Like she'll open the front door to get some air. She lives in an apartment condo situation, and it will wander out into the hallway, and she can't find the thing. She has to call my wife, like, can you come and find my Roomba? It's disappeared again. She's got the actual Roomba. So maybe the Shark could do a better job, and it can mop for her. Maybe I'll get her one. Next up, we've got to find the Eufy L60. Now, if you don't need the mop feature, this is going to get you 5,000 PAs of suction, removes hair and dust, $280, down from $400 with the app and everything there. Again, Eufy makes some great stuff. I'm really happy with everything I've gotten from them. We're going to talk more about Eufy here at the end, so you can save your comments till then. Work Pro 8-piece flex head ratcheting set, metric, $40, SAE $40 for $80. You can get a 16-piece flex headset. I got to tell you, I've been pleasantly surprised with the Work Pro tools. Are they professional grade? No. Are they good enough for the average DIYer? Yeah. All right, ThinkWork. This is what's going to get you what we call the get out of jail free. This is your bolt extractor set, 13 plus 1 pieces. Comes in at $22.47. Are there better systems out there? Probably. Are there cheaper ones? I don't think so. Then we've got the gear wrench. This is the one and done kind of master set. You're getting all 3 ratchets. You're getting all your extensions. You're getting some swivels. And then you're getting 1/4 inch, 3/8, and 1/2 inch sockets to go with it, all in EVA foam. Normally a $346 set, on sale for Prime Days, down to $235. Then we got look at this, Metabo HPT 10-inch compound miter saw. Not sliding, but for $95. The cheapest we saw in the past year or so, there was a blowout for a while where they dropped it down to $99. Now you're saving it even more, down to $95. This is just a great cornerstone tool to have in your workshop. We got the Win 9-inch benchtop bandsaw there for $125. It's down from $185. We've got the Win scroll saw. It was normally $135. It's on sale for $100. We've got the Skill 10-inch compound sliding miter saw for $189. So you can get the Metabo for non-sliding for $95, or you can get the 10-inch sliding skill decent saw for $190 or $189. You're calling that one. Then these are two of my favorites. And yes, I do have a bias. I'm kind of a skill saw fanboy, but the skill saw 8.25-inch portable worm drive saw here, coming in at $339, down from $449. That's over $100 off, $110. Then we also have its big brother here with the cart, everything there, stand built in, $550, down from $650. So that's $100 off on that one. All right, the Buck Tool sander here. Now, actually, almost everything Buck Tool's on sale. I just don't want to show all of it. So follow the link and you can find the rest of the Buck Tool stuff from there. Just click on the Buck Tool store. 36% off, normally $260 down to $167. Buck Tool, I think, has saved the large professional style bench grinder and bench sander. They've really reopened that market. And then Harbor Freight came in right after them with the Hercules bench grinder and stuff. Those are the two go-to as far as I'm concerned. Everything else has just become kind of trash or is ridiculously expensive. And these guys have really saved it. All right, let's see. Next up, we got the Fox Park. This is the one I did a video on a couple years ago. Oh my gosh, I love this thing. So it's the backup camera that attaches to the bolts on your back license plate. And was it like 90% of it is a solar cell. And then there's 18650 batteries in it. There's even USB charging in it. Say if you park in a garage where it doesn't get solar, you can plug in a USB charger to charge it as well. And then when it's out and about, you get the solar that keeps it running. And then it's got a head unit that goes inside and plugs into a USB or to a cigarette lighter. And it's 1080p. Is it 4K? No, but is it good enough for backing up? Yeah, it's good enough for backing up. Heck, it's good enough to use as a rear view camera, actually. I've got a Suburban that's got that center pillar. Makes it impossible to back that thing up. Well, I mean, yeah, you can, but it's still a pain. You put this thing in it, it's like playing a video game. I'm good. It's $120, 10% off or $10 off coupon, takes it down to $110. And then we got its cousin here. This is more for trailers. The unit on the back is magnetic. So again, you're not always hooked up to a trailer. You don't want to leave it on the trailer. Maybe you've got an RV and a bass boat and a dump trailer and a utility trailer. Well, with this, you can pop the module off, pop it on each, whatever it is you're towing, throw it on there. We gave one away yesterday. Sorry if you missed out in the live streams. We're going to try and do more giveaways on the channel, okay? I've been hearing you guys, and I know I've been hesitant for a long time to do it, but I think we're kind of past that point. We're going to try and do more, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you've liked and subscribed so you don't miss out on future giveaways. Anyway, this thing's normally $180. It's on sale right now for $136, plus a $20 off coupon takes it down to $116. That's a ridiculous price. 7-inch split screen on it. You can put a module on the front and on the back if you buy the second module. All right, now look at this. A 3-tool with a flashlight. You're getting the drill driver, the circ saw, the recip saw, flashlight, 2 batteries, and a charger for $119. Are they brushed? Sure. Are they good basic tools? Yes. All right, this though, oh my gosh, one of the best deals. Metabo HPT multi-volt. This is so it works with their 18 volt and with their 36 volt. A subcompact drill, impact driver, both of them brushless with 2 batteries, charger, and a bag. Oh my gosh, it's $101. That's the price from everybody else. Like most everyone else for the top line stuff, they've got their brushless drill or impact with charger and a bag and a battery for like $100. You're getting both tools with 2 batteries. These have lifetime warranties. Now it's lifetime of the tool, not your lifetime. So as long as they're making this tool, it's covered. These are fantastic tools. Some of the best bang for the buck tools in the industry. I would not hate on you for going with Metabo HPT. They're a fabulous company. All right, next up, skill saw. Yes, I'm a fanboy. Yes, I love recip saws. You know what I like more? I like top of the line name brand recip saws for $79. This is a buy it for life tool. This is going to stay with you, until you've moved on. Your kids are going to get this thing. $79 is a ridiculous price. All right, how about this? Another buy it for life option, the Metabo HPT 7¼ inch corded circ saw, right facing the way the good Lord intended. Anyway, you're looking at $83, down 36% off. Welders, we got Welders. Now people ask me, should I go with the Yes Welder or should I go with the Arc Captain? The fact of the matter is, Yes Welder, Arc Captain, titanium from Harbor Freight. I would put them all at the same level, all probably the best bang for the buck welders that's out there. Just get whatever one's on sale and suits your needs. Right now on Amazon, both Yes Welder and Arc Captain are having huge Prime Day deals. This is a you can't lose kind of situation. Stick your hand in the bowl, whatever key you pull out, that's who you're going home with. That's the one you want. If you're old enough, you get the joke. Anyway, you can't lose in this situation. All right, Char Griller by Acorn. Yes, I just did a video review of the London Sunshine. I gotta say, the London Sunshine, probably the worst brand name I've ever heard of, unless somebody comes out with the Alaska Heat. It is a stupid name. It's a fun little grill, but as I said, it's not really great at being portable. It's completely ceramic. It feels like it's going to break easily. The stand, it just sits in the stand. It's not bolted into the stand. The lid flops around if you lay it on its side. It doesn't have a latch. This fixes all of this. It's got the latch. The legs are integrated. It feels like it uses cast iron grates rather than wire grates. It's made by Char Griller. It's a company that's been doing grills for a long time. This does not try to be a miniature copycat of the Komodo Joe. All right. This is Char Griller's take on it and made it and twisted it so it's actually portable. If you're going to do, and it's cheaper, it's $142.87. If you're looking at that other video and going, maybe, now get this one. And look at this. Look at this. It's got cast iron grates. It even has a center section you can lift out to add more charcoal in. It's even got the grill lifter included. This is just a better griller all around. I'm sorry. I wish I'd known about this one before. All right, and then we got the LeVolt. I don't know how they pronounce it. This is the air purifier that I use at home. I've got a house that's it was built in the 1800s. It's ridiculously old. It produces more dust than is reasonably possible. I also have 2 Labradogs who shed like you would not believe, and dandruff and everything. Plus all the people who live there. We produce a lot of dust. This thing keeps us breathing, and I cannot, especially like in Montana when we get the smoke and the fires and all that kind of stuff. It runs constantly. I can't recommend it enough. It's on sale right now for 21% off, down to $79. Then we got the scrub. My wife just bought these. She got tired of watching me with my scrub brushes on my drill and seeing how easy it is for me to clean stuff. And then she asked if she could use them, and I told her, no, get your own. So she did. And so she just got these, and she just cleaned the bathroom with it. And she was like, oh my gosh, that was so easy and so much fun. So you can get in on the excitement here for, get this, 90% off. 90%. It's normally list price is $400. No one spent $400. Oh, look at her. She looks so happy. I love these pictures they use. They're just ridiculous. No one's ever spent $400 on this. The item's too new for price tracking, so I can't do that. Sorry, I somehow clicked off the page. Anyway, no one's getting this thing for $400, but for $40, that's a pretty good deal. All right, and then we got to talk Anker Solix. I mentioned them before. Here's their kind of upper mid-range 1800 watt. Normally it's $1,000. It's on sale right now for $500. But this is my go-to. When you know what? I say EcoFlow is the best, and I do feel it is. And my PC runs off, my entire work center here runs off of an EcoFlow. My laser 3D printing area runs off an EcoFlow. My home entertainment center runs through an EcoFlow. My CPAP at home goes through an EcoFlow. I love EcoFlow. But if I'm taking it somewhere, I'm taking an Anker Solix. It's easier to move. It actually has a light bar that's usable and isn't obnoxious like everybody else. It's got a 30 amp plug in it, so I can plug my RV directly into it. You're getting the F2000, that's 2048 watt hours of power. You're getting LifePo 4 batteries. You're getting their GaN Prime Tech, which is better power management, all that kind of stuff. You've got 4 120s, the one 30 amp plug. You're getting, I think, 2 of the 12-volt plugs, a bunch of USBs, and this one comes with a 400-watt solar panel. All that together for $1,600. That's 45% off. All right, again, this is my go-to portable. Anytime we go camping or anything like that, this is the one that comes with me. It's sitting, where is it? It's around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's over next to my fridge. Sound. Somebody asked me before, we need some sound options. So here's your sound options for deluxe portable authentic sound. We've got the Bose SoundLink Revolve Plus Series 2. Normally $329. It's on sale right now for 41% off. This is for if you really want the sound that you want and you like to look good doing it, this is the one to take with you. Now, for job site, I've said for years, this is the ultimate job site speaker. Stop using the ones that use your tool batteries. That's just going to waste your tool batteries. You got to use your tool batteries on your tools. This is IPX7 waterproof. It's the Soundcore 2. 12-watt stereo sound, 24-hour playtime, wireless stereo pairing, speaker for home, outdoors, and travel. It's small, it's portable, it's like this big. It's just a little brick. And look, there's the size for you. It's not that big. You can throw it in a bag, and it just works. They're nigh indestructible. I think it can also be used as a power bank as well. I could be confused on that one. Anyway, for $28, that's a ridiculous price. Now, if you want I want big sound, well, the JBL Boombox 2 is the way you got to go. These are powerful sound, monstrous bass, waterproof, 24-hour playtime. This is a bigger unit here. Let me see if they show it with somebody. It's not huge, but it ain't tiny either. But you know what? You're going to pay for this price. It's normally $500. And this thing is a huge seller. Look at it. It's 84% claimed. It's a lightning deal. You're going to have to step on it now. It's $300. That's the one you're going to want to get right there. All right, we got the Instapot. I've been talking about Instapot for years. I'm a diehard. We use one in our RV. We use one at home. It does everything: rice cooking, steaming, sauteing. It's a yogurt maker. It's a rice cooker. It does it all in one. So you don't have a ton of different appliances. It's $65 off from $100. It's 35% off. Lightning deal. It's over half claimed. You're going to have to jump all over it. Then we've got the Eufy. Let's talk about Eufy. People keep asking about security cameras. My solution for security cameras is they all suck, but this one or that one is the one that doesn't suck the most right now. And it's not changed a ton from that. Currently, outside my shop, I have a Eufy camera similar to this one. The one I have isn't on sale right now, so that's why I'm recommending this one. It's 360 pan and tilt surveillance, no blind spots, 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi compatible. I don't like the ones with the cellular chip. I don't want yet another subscription. No monthly fee, home base compatible. It's got built-in solar, and that's it. So I installed mine, I think it was in February, and I'm in Montana at nearly 5,000 feet. When it gets cold here, brother, it gets cold. Mind, bone-numbing, chill kind of cold. And this thing just kept going. And now it's 100 degrees outside, and it's still going, and I can tilt, and I can pan, and I can talk through it, and I can listen, and it's plugged into nothing because it's got its own solar battery right there. I don't have to, I'm like, where I wanted to put it, there's no way to plug things in. Well, I don't need to with this, and it works. I'm just stunned that it works. It feels like I know it's got solar, but it's a little solar that won't work. Yeah, it works. And everyone's mad at Eufy because they said they were going to keep everything off the cloud. Then stuff got sent to the cloud. They got their nose smacked for doing bad things, and they fixed it. And they finally admitted that we did a bad thing, and we're going to get those people, and they're going to go do something else now. Maybe work at 7-Eleven. I don't know. They fixed it. It's a company. It's not a person. It's not Steve from down the street who let his dog poop on your grass that one time, and now you hate him for life. It's not the same person. Companies, people rotate in and out. They change. Right now, I like what they're doing. I like the stuff they have. Have they sponsored videos? Yes. So have a lot of other people. I've actually bought Wise cameras myself. They are in a bin somewhere in the house, unused. I hate them. They used to be great, and they've changed a bunch of stuff with Wise, and I'm not a Wise fan anymore. So This is the best of the worst. Let's put it that way, okay? All right, next up we've got, oh, and we're back down to Brooklyn Bedding. Anyway, thanks again to them and everyone else for sponsoring today. That's all your best of deals. Don't forget the link down below takes you to the spreadsheet, has everything. Let me know, do you like the spreadsheet setup better? Is that work easier for you than actually having to go through all the stuff under it and figure out what's what? Let me know what you think about it down below in the comments. You all take care, God bless, and as always, shine on.